Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today we are talking about the fact that Marvel hasn't told Don Cheadle the Armor Wars story yet. And yes, I'm pulling this news up just today, so the video would be coming out on Friday. So yeah, today's Thursday. I have to try to get that into my head. But Iron Man actor Don Cheadle said Armor Wars is still in very early stages of development, and he doesn't know how much about the story or plot yet. Now, we are getting a lot of Marvel news recently, and I think that's because Loki just finished this Wednesday. So that was 2 days ago if you're watching it right now. If you're watching this sometime down the line, that would be June 14th of 2021. But let's go ahead, let's tear into the article. Don Cheadle is ready to reprise his role as Rhodey, a.k.a. War Machine, in Marvel's show Armor Wars, even though he doesn't know anything about what the plot will entail. Cheadle joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Iron Man 2 when he replaced actor Terrence Howard in the role of James Rhodes. Yes, he did. And a very fun fact, Marvel Studios originally wanted Don Cheadle to to actually take on the role of Rhodey, but I don't remember why he turned it down the first time, and that's why it went to Terrence Howard. I don't want to try to sit here and speculate, because I would probably, this video would be really long and I'd probably bore you guys to death. So here we go. The show takes its title from an Iron Man comic that ran for 7 issues in the late 80s, focusing on Tony Stark's biggest fear, his technology getting into the wrong hands. With War Machine at his side, Iron Man must face down a series of villains in order to track down and stop everyone who is attempting to use his inventions for evil. Many of the story beats from the comics have appeared in the Iron Man films, including Justin Hammer attempting to get his hands on Stark's designs. Yes, this was also in the first Iron Man movie, but here's something that's going to be really, like, something I just realized, it's not going to be a direct adaptation of the Armor Wars storyline, given the fact that, spoiler alert, Tony Stark is dead in the MCU. So unless if they plan on doing like a Friday the 13th Part 6 and jamming a metal rod into the middle of his chest and having lightning strike him, and it brings him back to life even stronger and better than ever, well, that's not going to happen. Continuing on with the article, though there is a lot of inspiration still to be taken from the comic run, what exactly this will mean for the show is anyone's guess. According to Cheadle, in an interview with Collider, the actor spoke about where the show is at in development. He stated that the Armor Wars plot has not yet been hashed out, let alone finalized, and that there's still a lot to figure out in terms of bringing the story to screen and adapting it to fit into the MCU. What he said exactly was, quote, all I know is that we're going to go. All I know is that we're going to go into the room in a couple of weeks and actually start trying to break the spine of the story and figure out who, what, when, and where for all of it. Why not the why of all of it? I know I'm tangenting right here, but still, obviously you want to find out the who, the what, the when, and the where, but you also want to find out the why and the how. I don't know. I know I'm just nitpicking. Getting back to the quote, it's super early in the development stages, so I couldn't even spoil it if I wanted to. I don't know what happens. That I could genuinely believe if they are that early in development and they still don't even have a basic plot structure yet. So one major factor in creating the show will be the fact that Tony Stark is dead in the MCU. Hey, I just brought that up a while ago. Though this will undoubtedly create some challenges in having Rhodey fit into that role, it could also be a blessing in disguise to further explore the endurance of Tony Stark's legacy, while giving Cheadle's character so much deserved screen time. Now, if you ask me personally, I fully believe that Rhodey should have died in Captain America: Civil War. The fact that they didn't kind of ruin that movie, but that's neither here nor there. Like Spider-Man Far From Home, this could be a great opportunity to watch a new character step out of Stark's shadow to help lead the MCU into its next phase, and that's been the problem with Spider-Man in the MCU, but again, that's going down a whole other rabbit hole that, I want to explore at another time. To finish off the article, the last paragraph here, Armor Wars is ripe with opportunity, but for now, there is not much to glean from the little information that has been given. So far, the only things fans can count on for sure is that Cheadle will be back as War Machine, and that the show should start filming soon, meaning that the show probably won't premiere until at least 2023. Cheadle will clearly have a big role in the project, but it isn't too surprising that he doesn't know yet the story of the show. As I said, if it's that early in development, they probably don't even have a plot structure yet. The MCU is notorious for keeping secrets, but they wouldn't... so it's very likely Disney has kept Cheadle in the dark until now. They probably wouldn't if he's your lead. In the meantime, Marvel is still churning and plenty of content, blah, 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 whatever. The only problem with the show is that it's going to be... it sounds like it's just going to be Armor Wars in name only because, Tony Stark fearing his technology falling into the wrong hands... That was the plot to the first Iron Man movie, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that was even the plot to Iron Man 3. So, what is it exactly they're going to do in the series? I don't know. I'm honestly hoping for the best because I actually like Don Cheadle's Rhodey in the MCU, and I'm not going to make a judgment call because there is absolutely nothing out about this show, so I can't even make a judgment call whether or not it's good or bad. It's not surprising that they don't have a plot structure right now, but they're probably going to have a plot structure sometime down the line when it gets closer and closer to actually picking up for shooting. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys right now. Like I said, I can't make a definitive call whether this is even gonna work or not because we're operating with such limited information. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm terrible at ending these. So I will just see you guys next time.